90% of people, they only know their sun sign, and this is the beginner level of understanding astrology. We could say that there are three stages or three levels of understanding astrology. The first level is only understanding your sun sign. So, for example, when you check the daily horoscope in magazines, they will only show, something for one sign, usually for your sun sign, you know. The second stage is understanding that we have three major signs, okay? We have sun sign, we have moon sign, and we have rising sign, okay? Now, our sun sign is basically how we express emotions. Our moon sign is our emotions itself and how we perceive emotions, how we act once we feel comfortable in someone's presence. And our rising sign is basically our character, our personality. This is what we see when we meet a person for the first time. Now the third stage of understanding astrology is the fact that there is so much more to astrology. Okay, astrology, we have 12 months of the year, as we also have 12 zodiac signs and we have 12 planets. Okay, the third stage of understanding astrology is that we have each planet we have in different zodiac sign. We have 12 planets, just like we have 12 zodiac signs, and just like we have 12 months of the year, and just like we have 12 tarot cards. It's everything is connected. There is a saying, as above so below. And this is the third stage. Actually, astrology is so much more complex. If you really wanna like compare astrology, or you have to look at the whole birth chart. And this is, for example, a birth chart. You see, there is so many things you can consider. You have your sun sign, which is how we express emotions. We have moon sign, which is our emotions itself and our instincts, basically. We have Mars, for example, which is planet of power and love and sex. You can know so much about things, and for example, Leo. People that have Leo have very strong heart. They are very courageous. They like to help others. There's so many things. We have rising, which is our personality. There is a thing called vortex. Vortex is basically our life path, our understanding. So, for example, I'm Libra Sun, Gemini Moon, Sagittarius Rising, okay? And this is air, fire element. So this is actually how we can also know someone weaknesses, by basing on the missing element, okay? So if you go from a beginning, okay, we have 12 zodiac signs, and they can be of 4 elements: air, water, fire, and earth. So if you lack fire element, you will have problems with expression, especially if you are something like Gemini Moon, because it's very hard. First we think and then we express if we want. Then if you lack earth element, you will have a lot of problems with being grounded. So, for example, if you look at this chart here, you see my birth chart is mostly made of a fire and air element. So I'm missing earth and water element, which means I have sometimes problems with understanding emotions, and because I lack earth element, it's very hard for me to be grounded, to be in my body. I'm often too much in my mind, and that's why I have so many health issues. So you have to work on your body, be like a tree, have strong roots so you can have a high crown. This is one of the best tips I have, because especially in this information age right now, we are often too much forcing ourselves into our mind. We are too much in our higher chakras because we think we're gonna get some awakening or whatever, but the secret is actually going down, being rooted again, being in your body, feeling good on the earth, that you can walk, that you have a body that supports your soul. It's all about that. But you can't really blame anyone, you know. Life is full of contradictions and dualities, you know, so. And yeah, as you can see, there are so many more things, like here you see Pluto, Neptune, Mercury, and all these planets are connected with certain things like luck or your mind. I think Neptune is about mind, you know. Mercury is about luck. But I suggest, you know, there are so many people. Also, if you just wanna find your, I need to breathe. I need to breathe. If you wanna find your sun sign, moon sign, and rising, just type sun, moon. You can just type, check your rising, for example, and then you can click the first link, and you will get all three of them. You know, sun sign, moon sign, and rising. Okay. But yeah, there are so many good Facebook groups, for example, where you can follow, Astro, they're so fun. For example, we have Astro Cherry, she's really good to follow, she posts really nice technology, so many things you can learn, from her. And that's really interesting, And the best thing about astrology is the fact that you can, it's one of the best way to become a stronger version of yourself, to work on your issues, to become stronger, because you start to know it, you start to know yourself, and it's also really, really fun, when you connect all the different things. But I have to warn you, astrology, the issue with astrology is the fact that we make so many assumptions, so be careful about that. Don't make too many assumptions about people, because at the end you get to the point that you realize, the more you know, the less you actually know, because you make too many assumptions about things, so you have to be open-minded, but at the same time, you have to stand beside things you believe in, ego is not a bad thing. It allows you to stand beside things you really believe in, so try to find balance. I think this is the most important point here. Try to find the balance in everything you do, don't go too much into one direction,